In this one, let's create a URL pattern for fetching the employees and creating the employees. So let's go to our API app and urls.py. So this one is for students, and this one we are gonna create a new path, and let's say employees. Okay, employees, and make sure you put the / here, and after that you say views dot, we need to create a view. Okay, that will be a class based view. Okay, so let's name our class as employees. Okay, employees, you can call it employees or employee. Okay, so whenever you use a class based view as a view, then you should put a dot here and say as underscore view, and it's a function. Okay, so employees / and views dot employees dot as view. This means this is a class based views, and we are telling this URL pattern to treat this employee class as a view. All right, so now you'll understand why I'm saying class here. So because this is a class based view, we need to create this class, right? Now you will go to this views.py, and you see we are using define, this is a function, right? Define student detail view and define students view, and these were the traditional function based views. Now I'll create a class and say employees. Okay, so class employees. All right, so this class will inherit the API view. Okay, so this API view comes from from REST framework dot views. Okay, import API view. All right, you need to import this. Now after that you will create a function for each HTTP request. Okay, for example, we are now handling the get method. Okay, we just want to fetch the employees, right? So for that reason, inside a class, okay, so inside this employees class, we will create member functions like get. Okay, define get, and because this is a member function, which is the function inside the parent class, we always need to pass self. Okay, self means we are representing this function as a member function of this particular class. All right, now self comma, it takes the request. Okay, self comma request. So it is kind of similar to the function based views, but here we use the conditional branching like if, elif, and elif, like that, right? But here the API view class will automatically decide which request to go to which function. For example, if the incoming request is get, then it will execute the get method, and if the incoming request is post, then it will execute the post method. Okay, like that. The same thing works for put and delete as well. All right, so let's see how we can fetch the employees. Fetching employees is very similar to how we fetched the students, right? Employees is equal to employee dot objects dot all. Okay, employees dot objects dot all, and make sure you import the model. Okay, so it is not employees, it is employee. All right, make sure you import this employee from dot models, right? No, not dot models, it should be coming from employees app dot models. Import employee. All right, so this will give us the list of employees, which means all the employees from the database. And now let's create a serializer. Serializer is equal to, we will need to import the employees serializer. Okay, so from dot serializers, import employee serializer. Now this, we will use employee serializer here. Employee serializer And inside this employee serializer, we will pass all the employees that we have passed. Okay, so employees, and because this employees will be many, or it is filtering all the employees from the database, which means we need to pass many is equal to true. Okay, and next we will simply return the response serializer dot data comma status is equal to status dot http 200. Okay, all right. Now you see, if you compare these two code, class employees, right? So this is a class, but this is the function, right? We have a function get inside the class, right? But this function itself is handling the get method and post method using the if and elif conditions. All right, and remaining code is similar. Here also we are fetching all the data, and we are creating the serializer, and we are returning the response, and similar thing we are doing here. Okay, the only thing that makes it different from the traditional function based views is we are creating a class, and then we are creating a instance method called get, post, put, and delete. Okay, right now we have only created one function, which is get. Now let's see whether this get function or whether this employees class based view is working or not. All right, let's go to the browser, and let's say 127 forward slash 0.0.1 8000 forward slash API forward slash v1 forward slash employees. All right, now you can see we have got the two employees that we have created from the database, right? And you also see the http 200 OK response, right, that we have sent from this backend, right? In the next video, let's handle the post request.